hear me back there? All right, I don't need the handheld one then. Patrice, thank you so much, and thank you, Indivisible, NEO. Did I hear that you've been around for 3 months? This is incredible. This is amazing. In a former life, I actually ran for Congress in this part of Ohio. I think I had 6 people at my first time. And one of them is actually with us.
And I wasn't even in your district.
And she couldn't even vote for me.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is democracy in action. This is democracy made real. But I also see it as a warning sign. This is a red flag. This is the 3rd town hall for me this week. I did one with Susan 2 nights ago. And this doesn't happen unless something is wrong with our system. This is what it looks like. Forgive me for borrowing some medical terminology here, but this is what happens when the democratic antibodies are activated. When there's an infection, right? When there's a virus in the system, in a democracy like ours, we respond. We are the antibodies. We are the ones who have to fight it. Because, look, I don't want to get too partisan or too confrontational, but I'm not sure we're getting the leadership we deserve or the outrage and anger we deserve to fight this from the top down. It's going to be from the bottom up. It's up to us.
That's right.
I see a couple of Ukrainian flags, and a few folks came up to me afterwards. I just want to say thank you. I drove past the Ukrainian Catholic Church on the way here, and it got me thinking about my last trip to Ukraine. I'm headed back in a couple of weeks, but on the last one, we brought 30-plus ambulances across the border from Poland into Kyiv and and we're doing it again because the average lifespan of an ambulance at the front in Ukraine is 11 days.
Jeez.
Because they are targeted. And that's when we paint them black, right? So that they're harder to recognize.
Wow.
We left on 9/11 last year to kick off that trip. And I was with a team of Finns and Germans and Brits. Finland had just been welcomed into NATO. And I took a moment to thank that team, that coalition of partners from around the world. Because I thought about where I was on 9/11 in 2001 when we had been attacked. And in fact, the only time in history that Article 5 of NATO, a little jargony, but this is the important part of NATO that says when one member is attacked, we're all attacked. The only time in history that's been invoked was to defend America. And the Finns, and the Germans, and the Brits, and the whole free world came to our aid. And I look at what's happening now, and I'm thinking, how did we get here? How did we get to the point where we're threatening to invade Canada, and we're making nice with Russia? And look, I think this too shall pass, as the saying goes, but the damage is going to be lasting. The damage is going to last, I fear, for generations. Because there are some things you cannot just restart with the flip of a switch. And trust is one of those things. And believe me, we have betrayed the trust of our closest friends, and we have cozied up to some of the worst people in the world. We're going to hear some constituents today talk about the real world effects of what is happening right here in Northeast Ohio. Not a world away, not Ukraine, right here in Northeast Ohio.